where gleaming, towering buildings grace every corner, you'd be forgiven for overlooking this one. Gray, plain, with just 3 numbers marking its spot. On the surface, this building in Chicago might not warrant a second glance, but you might think otherwise once you step inside.
So this is 11,000 square feet.
11,000 square feet, or more than 1,000 square meters, housing what Joe Weber sees as the future of sustainable agriculture.
So most of these will be harvested tomorrow.
Behind the doors and the mist are mushrooms, lots of them.
I didn't really eat mushrooms growing up. I never cooked them, never grew them.
Yet mushrooms now consume Weber's professional life. His business, 4-Star Mushrooms, grows 7 varieties here: blue oyster, black oyster, lion's mane, chestnut, king trumpet, golden enoki, and maitake.
The lights and the flooring were a big thing.
Weber's creation was born around the start of the COVID pandemic in 2019, when he heard a podcast about the magic of mushrooms. And the documentary Fantastic Fungi was released.
That was kind of like the aha moment for me.
Weber learned that mushrooms are considered one of the most sustainable foods grown in the world and the gentlest for the planet. They don't require much land or water to grow in large quantities. Some varieties only need about 7 liters of water to grow half a kilogram.
They're kind of like the grand recycler of the ecosystem. And they're also this perfect candidate for indoor cultivation. And they've been cultivated indoors for hundreds of years. It started growing in caves.
What's more, they feed off dead and decaying materials like leaves and wood, naturally recycling that organic matter into compost, benefiting soil, trees, and plants. But that's out in the wild. Weber's warehouse mimics those conditions inside an around-the-clock operation.
We can continue to grow the same product 365 days a year.
While the Windy City is known for its harsh weather swings from frigid to hot, conditions here are controlled with a scientist's precision.
So each of these grow rooms has an air supply that's coming in. It's tempered outdoor air.
Mushrooms like it very humid. And so what we're doing is we're bringing in a ton of fresh air, trying to mimic essentially a forest, because that's where a lot of these mushrooms, you would find them. So we're controlling the CO2 and oxygen levels in the room by the amount of fresh air that's coming in. We're controlling the lighting in the room. We're controlling the air turbidity, so how much force is going over the actual mushrooms.
And these mushrooms thrive, feeding off of blocks of soybean hulls and red oak sawdust.
Last summer, we were doing about 350 pounds a week. This facility is capable of doing around 12,000 pounds a week.
The mushrooms have a short shelf life and must be sold quickly. That's not a problem here. 4-Star Mushrooms has more than 100 client restaurants and groceries in Chicago.
Mushrooms just check so many boxes for that vegetarian dish. And then like if you're gonna go to the far end and you're trying to like imitate a piece of chicken with something that's not chicken, you have lion's mane and it's got the exact same mouthfeel and flavor as a piece of chicken. It's pretty incredible.
Weber acknowledges not everyone thinks fungi are so fantastic. He's used to hearing the negative.
Oh, I don't like mushrooms, like they're slimy. I had them one time and I didn't like them.
But with Mother Earth under stress and mushrooms among the most planet-friendly, Weber says more people are giving mushrooms a second look.
I mean, I think people are definitely opening their eyes to mushrooms. We've just been riding that wave.
Part of the future of agricultural production with this formidable fungi at the forefront. Francis Coe, CGTN, Chicago.